The deciding frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Well, what is Kyren Wilson? What you were asking earlier, Clive, what has Ronnie O'Sullivan got left? What has Kyren Wilson got left? This is a massive test of his character here. Two blows in the last frame, missing the red and 61. And then, obviously, a massive bit of fortune that his opponent had in going for a very reckless cross double.
On the last red. In fact, leaving Wilson snookered. Still, O'Sullivan rose to the challenge. He still had to pop the balls.
Yeah, it has to be said, pink to yellow was just a magnificent piece of cueing under pressure. Another magnificent piece of cueing required here.
That was asking a lot. So Wilson is first in.
And straight away. Okay, there's 2 or 3 loose reds, but he must be tempted. He's just got a perfect angle on the black. He can stun into the right half of the pack. Even if he loses a cue ball at the table, there's that red over the left middle. I think he's got to play this shot. Played it to perfection. Oh, I can't believe that.
Kyren Wilson 1, Ronnie O'Sullivan 7.
It looks like he's not destined to win this match, Clive.
Well, that was certainly a body blow, as was the last frame, and the circumstances in which he lost it.
Well, he's missed this by a mile. I thought for a horrible second the red was going to hit the black and go in the corner pocket.
Yes, his cueing was slightly impeded, but shouldn't have made too much difference. Well, a chance for O'Sullivan.
I think the 2 or 3 things that have happened to Kyren Wilson in the last 10 minutes or so. I've knocked the stuffing out of him.
1. Foul.
Oh, the waistcoat foul, would you believe it?
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1, Kyren Wilson 5.
Well, what's going to happen next in this final? That's so careless. I mean, he looked to see where his waistcoat was, and then he still got down and fouled it.
Here we go.
Foul.
Spotted by the referee, Paul Collier. O'Sullivan probably wouldn't have felt it.
Kyren Wilson's turn to play a speculative double. Okay, it wasn't anywhere near as reckless as the one Ronnie played in the previous frame, but for the double kiss in the red, he's left a pot to left middle.
One.
Quite a nasty shot this, from the middle pocket jaw.
He cued that well. That'll actually make him feel a bit better, that shot.
6. Seven.
He's got choices here, how hard he wants to hit this.
13.
Screwing the cue ball out, I think. Now is he going to land nicely in the colour? Well, the answer is absolutely
14.
yes. Is that the shot that's going to lead to victory for Ronnie O'Sullivan?
Can he enact reprieved man syndrome? When Wilson was on 61 in the last frame, he must have thought he was going to lose in the next couple of minutes.
19.
But he managed to win the frame, and now he's got the advantage in the decider.
Well, he played a poor shot in the blue, though. This is missable. That's safely in.
20.
You can visibly see how hard Ronnie O'Sullivan's trying here, putting everything into these shots. I don't know where he's found this victory from, but it looks ever more certain that he's going to find it.
25.
He's been hugely helped, of course, by Kyren missing that red on 61 in the previous frame, and also a couple of massive slices of good fortune. Kyren Wilson was in first in this frame, played the correct shot into the bunch. He was horrified to see a red go in the middle. But the way the reds are placed now,
33.
you can't see a mistake.
34. 40. 41.
I'm watching Kyren Wilson in his chair and he looks devastated. It's going to take him a while to get over this one, I think.
After such a great effort, going from a big deficit to the brink of victory.
Yeah, just one positional shot off that black. Left himself a tricky red on 61. And
47.
from then on, you have to say, his run of the balls has been horrific. But
48.
you've got to give some credit to this man. He had to do the clearance in the last frame. And it looks very much like he's going to eke out this victory.
50 in front.
$53.
And that is the ball that seals Wilson's fate.
54.
What an incredible match. At 5-1 to O'Sullivan, it looked like a runaway.
59.
At 8-5, he was comfortably ahead.
60.
But at 9-8, he was on the brink of defeat and was rescued, at least in part,
67.
by an outrageously kind run of the ball when he
68.
rashly attempted the cross double on the last red. Full marks to O'Sullivan though for the way that he's taken this deciding
75.
frame. Commiserations to Wilson, who so unluckily
76.
knocked the red into the middle pocket as he opened the bunch.
Of course, he's going to finish with a century.
83. 85. 88.
It will be O'Sullivan's 11th century of the tournament.
92. 97. 103.
O'Sullivan finishes in style with a century. A clearance of 110. He beats Kyren Wilson by 10 frames to 9 in the most dramatic of matches. He was almost out of it, but somehow he survived, and he's gone on to become champion of champions for the third time. Disappointment for Wilson, of course. It would have been the highest profile success in his career, but at 26 he's got time on his side, and I'm sure that we're going to see him in contention for a lot more titles. So, O'Sullivan, 5 times world champion, 6 times UK,
Ladies and
7 times
gentlemen,
Masters,
what a tournament, what
has
a
won
final.
66
Will you please welcome your
professional titles
presentation
in
team, the COO of Matchroom Multisport, Emily Fraser, and Madeline Binkley of title sponsors, Mambet X. First of all, your runner-up collecting a cheque for £50,000. Please put your hands together for Kyren Wilson.
It was an incredible final, and I think you must have felt you were almost over the line there. But I think you'll take a lot of heart from the character you showed in this match today.
Yeah, I was just awful all day, to be honest. I was just terrible. Fancy playing like that in the final. You know, it's hard. You know, you're playing somebody that you've grown up watching. You know, he was my hero growing up, and it's difficult. You know, there's a lot of pressure out there, and I just wanted to make a bit of a fight of it, but you know, it was a bit of a sickener to lose like that.
No, listen, I think you've made a whole lot of fans in here today, just with the way, as you say, the character you showed, the resilience, because you didn't let Ronnie run away with it, and he's done that before in the past. You hang on there.
Oh, it's humiliating. He battered me in the English Open, and, you know, at the interval at 6-3, I just thought, you know what, I just want to make a fight of it and give the fans something to cheer about and have a bit of a close match, so, yeah.
Well, you certainly did that. And I think also at times today, we talk about not getting the rub of the green, you must have thought occasionally the snooker gods weren't quite with you.
Yes and no. I mean, you know, Ronnie's a great player. He let me off the hook quite a few times, so, you know, if I pop the red queuing over the pack, then I've won the title, so, you know, it's my own fault, really.
But you can take this form and the confidence you can take from this into Northern Ireland next week.
Yeah, without doubt. You know, there's a lot of snooker still to be played, and, you know, you've got the UK, Northern Ireland, and the Masters coming up, so, yeah, very